Good morning, folks. Top story today involves rogue planets, likely to be twice as many floaters out there as there are stars in the galaxy, which is a baffling concept to start with, but essentially they recognize mechanisms for starless planets to form in interstellar space from clouds of dust and gas each bigger than our solar system. Also linked for you is 5 years of Fermi data and its detection of cosmic radiation, including gamma ray bursts, shows the action on our plane here. Also linked is an intro to a new moon mission, set to launch next month. South Korea had a reactor shut down on the heels of discovering manufacturers faked thousands of warranties for various parts. Also got a fire smoke animation from NOAA's Environmental Visualization Lab. One storm system heading east, while the next low pressure cell approaches the northern islands, clearly contrasted with the high pressure currently over the continent. Buoy in event mode showing minor deviation near Japan. We saw his whole history in last night's news. Storms still south and over to New Zealand, but the high-pressure cell has shifted south, and isolated rain returns to northern Queensland. South of Mexico doesn't look very menacing, but the truth is that two tropical lows are developing here, and the one who will be ready first has eyes set on landfall to the north. Southwest low pressure, generally driving northward up the eastern right side, hard enough to zoom straight across into the Canadian low. Little red high, driving clockwise and is the convergence maker, pushing cool dry air south to meet the warm moisture, and the meeting lines will see the storms tonight. Solar flaring still in a low C range. Sunspots continue to be impressive, even if only visually. The spots down south are better developed, but they are turning away from Earth today. Incomers on the north are small but active, with a large number of those small umbras. The southern group incoming might have some central magnetic mixing. Solar wind speed still rising, with density holding on as well. Earth's magnetic shield keeping back geomagnetic storms for now, but we may have more coming. 2 days of Earth-facing filament eruptions leaves us in the path of plasma. NASA's Enlil spiral showing yesterday's latest eruption heading for a direct hit at Earth. Luckily, it's very small. Both eruptions are visible on NOAA's spiral. The first one is much larger, but should just be a glancing blow. 8 magnetic connections in the departed northern coronal hole, with 2 connections in the primary point on the Earth-facing disk near that coronal hole exiting to the right. Yesterday morning, I said we expected an upward trending earthquake watch. Little did I know that the Earth didn't feel like waiting, and while I spoke was releasing a large quake in Mexico, aftershocks, and causing a volcanic explosion close by. Mercury conjoins the Sun in a matter of days. Space weather is clearly afoot, and we still got coronal holes. Watches at 6 with an expected peak tonight or tomorrow. Things getting fun on the Sun for sure. Eyes open. No fear, it's 6:55 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.